Hi, this is Andrew Moore-Crispin for Gadget TV on Butterscotch.com, taking a look at the Acer AspireRevo R3610 is the model number on this one. Now, it looks very much like a device we had previously on the Gadget TV set. That was the Acer AspireRevo R3600. So now, what the 10 increment in the model number means is we now get 4 gigabytes of DDR2 RAM, where previously we were dealing with 2 gigabytes. We're also looking at Windows 7 Home Premium 64-bit as the operating system on this computer. We have a 500 gigabyte hard drive, an NVIDIA Ion graphics chipset, as well as the HDMI out and DVI out that were present on the R3600 as well. Now, the price point on this model is about $400 to $450 depending where you're shopping. So if we look at the device, you can see that it's reasonably small. If I put my hand in the shot here, you can see that it's probably about the size of a Mac Mini, maybe a little bit larger. It's kind of skewed in this shape. Now, in the box you get this, which is a VESA-compatible mount. So you can actually mount this onto the back of an LCD or other HD monitor. Now, we did mention the HDMI out. We'll take a quick look at that. So you can see here, we have an HDMI out. We have an Ethernet port. We have 4 USB ports, as well as a standard VGA monitor out. And the power adapter goes in here. It looks very much like a laptop power adapter, not like a traditional computer power supply. Now, if we look on the top, you can see the NVIDIA Ion decal here. We also have another USB port. One more USB port hiding behind here, so that's a total of 6. We also have an optical out here, as well as a card reader. You can see that this is the Intel Atom decal. We'll tell you what the processor specs are in the show notes on Butterscotch.com. And you can see here a couple of audio in and out ports, as well as eSATA, which is a good thing if you have an eSATA external drive. You can just plug it straight in and get going right away. So we mentioned that there's a 0.5 terabyte, 500 gigabyte drive inside this computer. With the eSATA and with the extra USB ports, you will be able to expand that storage. Now, the place this is intended for really is the living room. In the box, in addition to the VESA mount we showed you, you get this little stand, which sits here and kind of makes the Acer AspireRevo sit this way. And like I said, you can also hide it by attaching it to the back of a monitor or an HD TV. So the whole idea is it brings your computer into your living room. Now, there's no optical drive on this, so you won't be able to watch your DVDs. However, you could rip them to the hard drive or serve them over a network-attached storage drive over your network. Now, we found that it runs really nicely with the 4 gigabytes of RAM with Windows 7 Home Premium. Like I said previously, the R3600, which we looked at on another episode of Gadget TV, really did suffer under the weight of its charge. With 2 gigabytes of RAM, trying to run top-end Windows Vista, you could really kind of see the computer creaking. Now, in the box, you get this wireless keyboard. It's a full standard QWERTY layout. It's pretty comfortable to type on. Now, it is a reasonably small keyboard, so you'll be able to fit it on your coffee table or even under the coffee table when you're not using the computer. You also get this wireless mouse. Now, there's a USB dongle inside here. It can be a little difficult to get out, but you just take this little USB dongle, plug it into an available USB port, and then you can connect your keyboard and mouse that way. It also comes with all the batteries for these peripherals in the box, which is a nice touch. It runs nice and quiet. As we mentioned, it's got the media slot on the front, so it really is kind of an ideal computer for use in the living room, plugged into your existing HD TV. So that's a quick look at the Acer AspireRevo R3610. For Gadget TV, I'm Andrew Moore-Crispin. For more sweet stuff, visit Butterscotch.com.